Welcome to Video Games and Whatnot, or more like Video Games and Fear Not, because we've been talking about some spooky
Fear
things.
not, my friends.
Well, yeah.
We've been talking about traumas and how waves are scary.
Like
Yeah.
tsunamis and such.
Tsunamis and...
Like the fact that being underwater is extremely discomforting.
yeah,
Just the thought of it.
like being out on the sea is also...
Yeah, like...
Because you don't know what's in the water.
Yeah.
And that's like...
And like you have nowhere to like to go to if something goes wrong.
yeah.
Like you're stuck on that boat or whatever platform.
Before people start to complain, we thought that I've been talking a little bit too much about creepypastas.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
probably listen to what, like a half an hour
We'll
of
be
you talking.
We'll be talking.
So this
about-
is just an effort to try to alternate.
We don't have to think through everything.
I'll just,
whatever.
I'll just tell you about MARIO.EXE later. So now we're gonna talk about fucking spooky
What scares-
scary things.
what
like
scares you?
deep down fears.
What
Yeah.
scares you in the everyday?
Spiders.
Spiders?
In everyday life.
Spiders fucking suck.
Like, okay, I'm not like. I'm only
everyday
scared of them when they.
This thing is
my
fucking
room.
scary. This?
if
Huh?
they're big and if they're big, they're pretty fucking.
Like I don't really mind them finding
s-
them out of in the nature or somewhere else around the house.
Except
But,
if you when you're like on the trail or something and you're going on like a hike and then you walk through a fucking spider
Okay,
web
that sucks really bad.
and then you have 2 seconds of where you just like
What if?
Fuck.
What if?
everything
it's
is
there.
everything going through your head is just fuck, and this thing is also scary.
I was on a
nice.
and then you panic.
I was sort of on a summer cabin getaway with friends
Yeah.
and shit,
And you didn't invite us.
Shut up. Sorry, we're just friends.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're just
but-
acquaintances.
Yeah, so it's a very old cabin. It has a basement, which looks like Fallout 4 gameplay, by the way.
Okay.
Anyways, under the stairs of the cabin, there was like a valve which we had to turn on the water. And right by that fucking valve was a big creepy fucking spider.
Oh, nice.
And by the end, I thought our friend Chris said, "Sander, can you go turn off the water before we leave?" And I was like, "Okay, no big deal. It's just a tiny spider." So I went down there, and I had to stand there for fucking half an hour, fucking staring at this thing.
Well, you gotta
And
go
get
on
like
prepared,
man
you
yourself up.
I was just like, I had my, it was actually not, it was not very far away from my hand on the valve.
Yeah.
So and it was completely still, and I was just like,
I'm just like envisioning like you gently turning a valve or something.
I was trying to turn it as fast as I could.
Yeah.
Without trying to like, I don't know.
Alert it or something.
Yeah. I don't think I alerted it, but it did move, and when it did, I fucking screamed.
Yeah.
It was like fuck. It was automatic.
Yeah.
It happened automatically. I screamed automatically because it moved.
Well, every time I have to kill a spider, I always gotta man up. I find some like an old newspaper or something, roll it up, and like I stare at it and like trying to
I kill
calculate the how hard I should hit it or whatever.
Yeah. And
And I stand there for like a
and
minute.
then you're like,
and then
if I
just,
fail now, I will never get a chance again.
Yeah, and when you miss, you're just like want to kill yourself.
Yeah.
Because it starts running around and you panic, and yeah, it's really horrible.
If the spider is little, then it's no problem. You can just take some toilet paper and just
The thing on the thing.
it's like,
Yeah.
Well,
and then you throw it in.
I
the toilet.
always have to go down and get like, I don't know, cottage cheese and stuff in the garage. And then it's always at night when I realize I need it. And then there's always fucking snails every fucking where because we have a snail epidemic in Norway.
Oh yeah,
And,
like the brown one. Okay,
yeah,
that sounds
and-
really racist.
What will nice snap. The thing is, they were like crawling. This is what happened.
in my
okay?
skin.
They were
Sorry.
like crawling over the garage door, and I had to like do something about it. So I stood on like a safe distance, and I threw a fucking rock, and at point precision, I hit the snail, and then it fell down and exploded into like slime and shit, and I was just like. And then I went in, I got my shit, and then I ran up.
Did you feel like Link? Where you're like, I'm fucking Link.
I felt like a fucking badass at that moment, and then I was disgusted and almost puked.
Sounds nice.
And that's pretty much what I have to say about that.
One time I went to Chris's house, and his room is
It's pretty disgusting, his room.
Yeah, his room. It seems like a
toxic.
place where it could hide a few
Hey,
spiders.
Chris, if you listen, it's not super bad, but you know, there's a lot of clothes lying around.
Yeah, I think you
Yeah.
should clean up that couch of yours.
And sometimes
That's not sugarcoated. Clean your fucking room.
Sometimes I
bitch.
find old
sorry.
plates in your couch.
We're just friends, though.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
and you know, it's a little you know, but there's nothing wrong. But anyways, I came up to his room, and there was a spider hanging from the roof, and a spider in a little tiny spider web, just a little string. So you know, I haven't been staying there for several years.
Yeah.
So he was like a little like, oh god, it's a spider, and I was like, well, it's tiny, I can take it. So it was.
I can take it, mom.
Like,
I can take it, dad. Ooh.
yeah, no, it was.
That's worse.
Yeah, no, but
I can take it, dad.
I don't know. Chris is scared of
That's.
things. He's scared of paranormal activity. Can we talk about paranormal activity?
Well, I was gonna tell another garage story
Oh,
first.
please do.
So I was getting cottage cheese or something.
Story time with Thor.
For the 5th time, and I'm burping right now, so I'm sorry.
Fucking Jesus
I was
Christ,
getting
suck,
cottage.
you bitch.
I was getting cottage cheese again, and I was just panicking to get everything, so I was like scrambling to get my yogurt and cottage cheese in my arms, and then a fucking like daddy long leg flies into me as I'm standing
What?
there, and
Flies?
yeah,
Like Superman?
Yeah, daddy long legs, they fly.
You know.
Oh, they do. I didn't
Yeah,
know.
they have
They-
long legs,
they-
as the name suggests.
they're like
They fly around.
they fly around and they're really fucking dumb, and it flied right into me.
ball.
It flied right into me, and I panicked and I fucking lost some shit on the floor. And then I was shaking the whole time, and then I scrambled and got my shit, and then I ran out.
Well, speaking of those like long
everyday
leg
horror
spiders,
movies
like,
of us.
every day when I wake up and go for school and shit, there's always like at least like 4 of those on the window,
Yeah.
just having an orgy or whatever.
What?
It's weird.
Uh-huh.
I think.
Okay, that was it.
That was it.
Yeah, okay.
Hold on. What did you just say?
There's an
There was a daddy long
there's
leg
a
orgy.
daily.
Whoa, what the fuck? Speedrunning tactics! The ceiling is falling down.
Meow.
Oh, seriously? Whoa.
Link looked old in that picture.
Yeah, it wasn't a picture, it was just a frame.
Yeah, the lighting made him look.
I don't know if anybody noticed that, but that was super like skills.
I didn't really pay attention.
Nah, whatever.
This is video games and whatnot. What did you do? Expect?
Video games, and I don't give a fuck.
This is a podcast now.
Yeah.
It's always been a podcast.
Do you have any more cool stories?
No, just tell the creepypasta story.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah.
So this story is called
The
Mario.
creepypasta story by Sander Jansen.
For my English class.
For English class?
From my English class. Yeah, it's called Mario.exe. And as
That's
you
the
can,
most pathetic name I've ever heard for a creepy story. But
I
whatever.
know, but back then I thought it was super spooky and cool.
Yeah,
anyways,
.exe is like really scary.
I had the task that was for the test was use the words the house was burning. So you know
Yeah.
that wasn't a very big
I think we had the same thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
wasn't-
I don't
that-
remember my story.
That wasn't a very you know
Oh, I do remember my story.
that didn't really
It was fucked up.
what is it called
Whatever.
yeah, it doesn't fuck with you or anything. It doesn't give you barriers or something.
Whatever.
So you know,
Oh, do you mean a task? It is not like restraining.
yeah, restraining. It doesn't restrain you, so you can write whatever the fuck you
Be
want
creative as fuck.
and just put that shit in there, whatever.
Yeah.
That's what you do.
A
With
guy
Yeah.
moves into his new house.
Yeah.
This is just a basic version. I haven't read it in ages because I don't know where it is. I threw it in the trash, I think.
Yeah.
So a guy moves
That's always a good sign.
into his new house. I don't know.
Did an old man sell him a cartridge of Super Mario World?
No, I think he's just you know hanging out in this house.
Yeah.
Setting up his computer. He gets somebody rings his doorbell.
Yeah.
He goes out. There's nobody there, but there's a CD-ROM that says Mario.exe. He picks it up. He's like, huh. He looks around. Nobody's there. He's out in the woods in a house. By the way, this is in the woods.
Yeah. Okay.
So he picks up the game and says, "Hey, I have a computer." So he goes upstairs to his computer room, puts it in, and he's like, "Oh, it's Mario," and he starts playing.
It sounds like Sonic XC, like straight up.
So everything in the game is completely normal. Up until.
Except Ben.
Up until the moment where you actually rescue the princess, which I don't think there's ever a moment in a Mario game where that happens. Whatever. It was a something I just came up with. Like I said, fantasy, whatever.
Oh my god, it's split into 4.
Oh my god.
The one that spins around like a ballerina is the one you have to hit. So let's see, which one is that?
So, what was it? Should I be talking while you're focusing?
Yeah,
on this?
whatever.
Yeah. Until he saves the princess, Mario goes up to the princess. Princess starts saying thank you.
No, she starts saying, "We're just friends, though."
Yeah.
Yeah. She starts thanking Mario, and then suddenly Mario eats Peach.
Is this some kind of DeviantArt fetish right
And the
now?
whole thing fucking, and there's blood everywhere. And the guy who plays the game looks around, and the fucking room is coming blood out from the walls. And
Hyper-realistic blood?
and Mario is Mario's face is on the screen, and it's like a real depiction of him, aka hyper-realistic Mario. And the guy he runs out of his house. He runs out. He looks behind him. The house is on fire.
Nice.
And he runs as far as he can, and all he can hear is, "It's a me, Mario." And
Did you actually wrote that?
in the distance?
Wow.
Did you actually?
I don't remember if I took the.
Okay.
"It's
I
a me,"
remember-
but there was something about Mario.
I
in the
remember-
fire or whatever.
We had the same exam.
And that-
It was Norwegian, wasn't it?
And that's
Oh,
and
yeah.
that-
It was Norwegian. We had
I
the sa-
remember most of it.
yeah, that's the end of it.
Yeah, we had the same exam, and I remember I wrote a really fucked up story about two like girl friends.
Hold on.
What?
I think actually my teacher complained on me writing so many horror stories.
No, my teachers just accepted that I was a fucked up in the head child.
Oh.
But I just
No.
you have to go.
I think I have to go. Hold on.
You have like 2 minutes.
Wait, we still have like 2 minutes left in the episode. Well, me and Heine are going to talk while he's on the phone with his mom because he's a fucking baby.
Because he's like 12 years old or
Yeah,
something.
I remember I wrote the same fucked up. I made a fucked up story about like a girl or something, and then I think there was a haunting that happened, and then
Can you try? I want to hear the whole thing. Try to do it as quick as you can.
well, there was a haunting or something. I don't remember the details.
Two girlfriends.
Yeah, and they
Yeah.
for some reason they went into like the swamp or like something like that, and then Shrek no. No, that was,
Did you
that
actually
wasn't what
like
happened.
twitch there? Like just like
No.
Sure.
Either me or him.
The memes are coming to him.
Yeah.
No,
No, and then one of the girls gets dragged into like the swamp by like a hand, and then she's like crying and is like, I will miss you or something. Something really like.
Like, am I the only one who
Fucked up.
actually wrote a normal story? It
Yeah,
sucked,
I think.
but it was
Well,
normal.
mine was really like depressing and shit, and then it was like the house was
Like,
burning.
I remember, like,
Oh
it
no!
was...
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay,
Gets dragged
I don't
into the
remember
swamp
it.
and the house.
Okay, I want to
hear that. That sounds actually
I'm gonna
interesting.
retell my simple story. It was a guy home alone. Her house burned down. It was a struggle to get out. That's it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, easy.
I'm doing like a
I
puzzle.
was smoking a blunt and then I dropped it on the floor because I am
No,
fucking
it's more
autistic.
like he was upstairs or something, and he had like to
I'm
break
doing-
through doors and like
the house was just randomly burning.
yeah. The house was just randomly burning. It was like
Power of finance.
everything was on fire. Like Inferno.
His hands, his eyes,
His palms were sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy.
on fire.
So I just like
I'm doing
that's
this.
it.
I'm doing this really interesting like puzzle where you have to push the wall and then the room like spins around.
Norwegian color.
And the American ones.
Even though it's not Norwegian.
Okay.
Anyways, that's it.
Yeah, pretty
Fucking
much.
sucks.
I'm gonna finish up this block
Yeah, my
puzzle.
story was pretty shit. Oh, okay. I remember my teacher just said like, nice story.
That was fucking.
What a fucking
me and-
bitch.
But it was
Me and
generic as fuck though.
Yeah.
But like
me and
it got
Thor,
the
we-
job done. I didn't like whatever.
Hey, we got the job done too. I got a 4 on that.
You know what else is done?
This episode, bitch.
This episode is done, and there's the boss door.
Oh,
So
wow.
we're
That's
in the
perfect
next
timing.
episode we're gonna fight the boss and we're gonna have a blast and talk about shit.
Yeah.
Our feelings.
So yeah.
Like true
Bye.
sensitive women.
Bye guys.
Get
Fuck you, Thor.
Get
you
laid.
fucking shit.